Okay, hi everybody. I'm trying a new format here. I'm KonMariing my art and craft room, so everything is different, so all my setup is different. And I'm actually standing up at a table in my craft room where I can actually do stuff now. Before, I just didn't ever want to be in there and it was all cramped and everything, so now I've got a little art haul for you. So I've just put everything together here in one box, even though they are from different places. This Canson Moulin de Roy watercolor paper here. It's 140 pound, cold pressed, and 12 sheets of 12 by 16. So I'm very excited about this to paint on. And I've also been wanting to get into a little bit of calligraphy and do some nice writing. So I bought this like beginner set of pens, but I figured out that these are like fountain pens and these are not what you want to use for calligraphy, because these have the cartridges, but they're not archival and the ink is not waterproof or necessarily great. So I bought these to practice with, so because I'm going to be doing lots of lettering and practice and that sort of thing. And I got some paper actually too, but I don't have it in my haul, but I have that somewhere. So I got the paper too, some paper to practice on, but I don't have it here. I also got from Amazon these cute little by Tsudeneko or Tsudeneko, I think that's how it's spelled. But they're the cutest little ink pots for mixing gouache or India ink colors or stuff like that. I just think they're so cute. So I got 3 of those because I'm planning on also doing an illuminated manuscript for a friend's baptism document that is being baptized out of commerce. And everything will be paid for, taken care of as per the promise in the Bible. So that's really a special document, so I can't wait to illustrate that. But so that has to be really special. So I have some 14 karat gold leaf coming in the mail from, I think it's coming from Asia. I also got some gum arabic, or gum Arabic, I guess is how you pronounce it. And it's powder, and this like kind of thickens up ink, so I could use this in my calligraphy pens. So I got some of that. I got some, there's a special on this skin colored gouache, so I got this Windsor Newton little tube. I've wanted that for a while because I always mix my own skin color, but it might be a little easier just to have some mixed. And then I got these 2, I put an order on Jet pens and John Neal books as well for some calligraphy stuff, but I got these pen nibs. I got the sketching set and the calligraphy set from Speedball. So this will help me practice my uncial and Old Gothic letters for the baptismal document. And then I'll need some to draw with and put the 14 karat gold Instacol on with. That's the stuff it's like the old pink gesso that you put on the gold and it sticks to it, the gold leafing. But this will help me practice in my writing. And then I got these nibs. I shouldn't have gotten these, but I got these browse nibs from a local store. So I got 3 sizes in those and a pen, but I actually don't think I have that here. It's in somewhere. Oh, there it is. I'll get it. Here it is. Here's the pen I got at my local papery store, and it's really hand decorated there with ink, and I put one of the nibs in there. You can see it. So, and I have an oblique one coming in the mail too. I got this awesome pencil case. I love the art on this. I just loved it. But it was it was like $8, which is a lot for me to spend on a pencil case, which I don't really need. I just really like this retro art. And it's made out of recycled material. It's a blue Q design, 95 recycled material, which is good, but it also just feels cheap. It was kind of disappointing. I kind of wanted, like, I was hoping it was like in a thick cotton or something really nice, but it's like, I don't know, it just feels like that, you know, that grocery bag, that hard grocery bag material. It's made out of that. Anyway, it's okay, I guess. But I really love the art on that. I also got some triple thick on the recommendation from Anne-Marie Ritterhoff to do some acrylic pouring. This is to glaze the finished works with, which I've done about 7 paintings so far. I'm really liking doing it. But this is the only size they had, so just had to get that. I got some balsa wood canvases. This is from my local store in Ottawa, Canada, but these are really cool. I'm looking forward to painting on them, but it's warped, and I was kind of disappointed. I guess you can't really see it. Kind of see it there, but it's just the tiniest bit warped, so. And I don't know how you hang these things. There, see it, like you can tilt it. But I actually got the bigger size. I bought these to try doing acrylic pouring on rather than the canvases, because I'm in the practicing stage right now. And I don't know how that's gonna go. So this one's really, maybe you can see the warping. See how it's just slightly curved? I don't like that. So you can see it there. But I got these 2 big sizes because I figured this is a nice size thin board to tape my watercolor paper to, and I can just carry it. Or if I can tape my Yupo paper to this while I do an acrylic pour, and I can have something hard to move it around like that. So those are the reasons I got these. So I got like 4 of those in different sizes. This is 11/17. I think that's 10 by 12 or something. And then 2 12 by 12s. All right, here's the jackpot. Okay, so I got some gesso because my gesso is just cacked out. It's too old. So I got some Wallack's gesso from my local store. I got a couple of dropper bottles to mix some ink in for my calligraphy, and I'm going to do some ink pouring as well. I also got this 5-color M Graham gouache set. It's made with honey, and I've never tried gouache before in all my years of doing art. So I got the azo yellow, naphthol red, cobalt blue, titanium white, and ivory black. And then I can mix other colors from that. I just want to see if I like it. So that was a little set from Wallack's here in Ottawa. So I don't know if I'll like this, but well, I'll always use the white for sure in like highlights in my watercolor. So that's good. And probably the black too, so it won't go to waste or anything. Then I got these. I heard that the gold and the silver in these Speedball calligraphy inks weren't the greatest, and I'm gonna get the Dr. Martin's iridescent gold ones because I hear they're beautiful. So I'm gonna get those in the copper and the gold and the silver. And so I just got these I didn't get the set of these, like where it comes in a circle. So I just got the brown, the cleaner, pen cleaner, red, green, I think it's teal, does it say? Teal, green, and purple. So these are some calligraphy inks to practice my lettering with. Oops, I forgot something too. I'll go get it. Like the most exciting part of the, actually I'll save that to the end. I'll save the most exciting part of my haul to the end. Okay, so what's this? Oh yeah. Okay, these are cotton gilding gloves for when I do the illuminated manuscript. So you put these gloves on, it keeps the oil off your work and keeps the static at bay. So these are gloves for they're gilding gloves. And I wanted to try a couple of these little MDF boards instead of little canvases to do acrylic pouring on. So it's hard enough to tilt, you know, I can tilt these and just small enough to try these out. Let's see how the little ones look. Then I decided to try the local art brand, the art store brand Wallack's of the fluid acrylics, because I got a whole bunch of Artist Loft fluid acrylics to pour with, but these are liquid. So I got these three colors: magenta, cerulean blue, and dioxazine purple. Dioxazine purple. This is actually purple, not black. So I got those to try with the fluid for my acrylic pouring. And then I wanted to try the Wallack's gloss fluid medium and varnish. So I wanted to compare this to the triple thick and maybe like a hardware brand of varnish. After like I'll make a video and I'll compare these, this and like a hardware store brand. Then oh, that's the purple. Okay, and then the last thing, if you have watched any acrylic pouring videos, you will recognize the dreaded and the now boycotted by Anne-Marie Ritterhoff Amsterdam acrylics, but that's okay. I don't mind. It's just an art product, and I'm gonna try pouring with these, and I love the way it makes cells. They look really pretty. So I got turquoise green, azo yellow deep, primary cyan, and that's a good one to mix because it's primary. It's like RGB, you know, or CMYK, sorry. Cyan is like a basic building block, so I figured, you know, it will be good with mixing. Greenish yellow, primary yellow, again with the primary color, azo orange, phthalo blue, and Prussian blue phthalo. So that's a darker color. So I got all those paints. So I have cheap paints like these here, which this is kind of a haul too. I guess I could bring these out. I've got a couple of these bottles to mix in, and then I got almost every color of the Artist Loft fluid acrylic. So I hope I don't have to get all those out for you, but maybe I will, because it's all in one haul, even though I've had these, I haven't used them yet. Red. I also got this Beauty Tone Designer for white. It's house paint to pour with because it's fluid. And I'm going to show this as well. I'm also going to try this latex glazing liquid as a pouring medium instead of this is the Wallack's brand pouring medium that I got, that I've done some paintings with already, but I'm going to try this. And the last thing, just so this isn't too long. Oh, I have one other major thing I gotta show you too after this. I forgot. I got #1 set of Dr. P.H. Martin's Bombay ink, which I love. This just makes me so happy. I want the set 2 as well, but I figured this is fine for now, and if I use a lot of these and use them a lot, then I'll go get the second set. But until then, oh, I just love these. All right, the last part of this haul is a big one, and I got this P-Touch 2 by Brother. This was like $50, plus tax and shipping and all that. But on the brother site, the Canadian site, it's on for $19.99, and I figured I always wanted a labeler. So I threw this in my cart because it was already like on sale with this. I got the ScanNCut too, $3.50. So it's wireless ready, but you have to pay a little bit more for a card activation or something, but that's fine. I can do that later. I've wanted this for a while, and so I'll tell you, I have this Cricut here, my Cricut Explorer, and I got that about a year ago, and I've only used it a couple of times, and I think it's because the process is so not streamlined. You have to go in and do all these files and processing on the computer and doing all this stuff. And so, I don't know. I just end up not really using it. So what I figured is I'd do a couple of videos comparing these two. So here's my new ScanNCut 2. And what this is you can scan, like, because I'm more of an artist and less of a crafter, I would like to paint a leaf and just simply scan it in and have it cut it, you know, rather than go look for clip art and do all this stuff. I just rather make the leaf, and then quickly it just scans in and then you can say cut. Like, that is up my alley. So I'll probably make a couple videos comparing these two, and then I'm gonna sell that because I certainly don't need the both of them. And I think the benefit of that one is the whole Cricut projects, paper project library thing, but I'm never going to get into those cartridges, or like I might do the odd paper project, but that's just not me. I do art. I don't do the paper projects. So plus I already have a scanner. I guess I'll show you. I guess I have another haul item that's kind of art related. It is this new printer. So this is a freaking behemoth. That's an IKEA lamp that's like a flower I have to put up still. By the way, I'm in the midst of KonMariing my craft room, and it looks amazing. Like, here's a quick... Okay, that was just a little teaser, okay? Because my room looked so different before that, and now it's like, oh, I just love it. And it's not quite done yet, but it's almost there, and it's going to be a very good video to show like a before and after. Like a before that was not really usable or inspiring, and after that's awesome. So here's the computer I got. Printer scanner thing. So this has a huge scanner, okay? And it prints 13 by 19, and it prints on thick paper, like watercolor paper and stuff like that. So I am totally stoked about it, and I already love it. Like, I printed a few things, and I'm gonna have some upcoming videos about that, because I printed out a piece that I drew on something else, and I printed on watercolor paper. So very exciting. So that those are big things, but this is an investment in my art, okay? And I'll probably end up selling the Cricut. But that's my haul here, if you can see all that. Yeah, and I know this was a really big one, but this was actually over a few, you know, I got those like last month or even 2 months ago. So it's not, I'm putting it all in one, but they're all my new products, and I'm having fun with them. So I really hope you enjoyed this haul, and everybody take care. Stay tuned for my KonMariing of my art and craft room, because that's going to be a really good one. Okay, take care.